Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited because we're gonna do something totally different. Today I have 3 bottles in front of me. Don't worry about that one because that's my favorite bottle. You know, the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. You cannot go wrong with this bottle. The best bourbon you can get for under $20 anywhere. So if you don't have this on your shelf, pick it up. You won't regret it. So I'm gonna leave this over there. But today we are going to try the 3 bottles that you said that was better than my Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. And that was number 1, the early times. I haven't tried the early times, but I have read in the comments that some of you thought the early times were better. It is a Bottled and Bond and it is at 100 proof. So we are going to definitely try that out today. And I also read in the comments that the Old Granddad Bonded was a great pour. At 100 proof, hey, let's try it to see if it's better than my Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. And some of you said that this big old bottle of very Old Barton at 100 proof is better than all 3 of them. I have no idea because I've never tasted these 3 bottles and we're gonna do that today. So sit back, grab your drink, and let's taste some of these bottles. Let's go. The first bottle we're going to open up today is going to be the Early Times Bottled and Bond at 100 proof. So let's open it. You know, some people say that you're supposed to let these bottles breathe, but I don't have the time to do that. And you know, I really don't care because every time I open up my Evan Williams, I just pour it in the glass and I get to drinking. So that's what I'm gonna do with this Early Times. Let's go. You know, the first thing is oak, caramel, and a little like a candy sweet flavor to it. It smells pretty good. It's good on the nose, so you can really taste that caramel. You can really smell that caramel oaky type nose to it. But let's give it a taste. It definitely drinks at 100 proof. Yeah, it definitely has a little kick to it. The finish, it does stay with you. So it does drink at 100 proof. It almost drinks over 100 proof. I don't know why. It is a pretty good bottle. Don't get me wrong, it is a pretty good bottle. I am vanilla. A vanilla brown sugar type of palate. It's on my palate. It's not too bad. So Early Times Bottled and Bond, not too bad at all. Next, we are going to try the Old Granddad. Okay, I finally got the top off. So let's try the Old Granddad Bonded at 100 proof. I like that sound. It It's not as strong as the early times. The early times sort of gave you like a strong smell just out the glass itself. This is not giving me the strong smell like the early times. So I'll be surprised if the Old Granddad drinks at 100 proof. A cinnamon, vanilla, oaky, just like the early times, but it's not as strong. So let's give it a try. Again, I knew it. I knew it just because of the nose. I knew it wasn't going to drink like a 100 proof bottle. The Old Granddad bonded at 100 proof. This is not a bad bottle at all. It's not. You can definitely tell the spices in it, the cinnamon, the vanilla. Very good pour, very good bottle. So the Old Granddad bonded, it is a pretty good pour. Hey, it definitely beats the early times, in my opinion. Definitely beats the early times. So, Old Granddad, hey, you got my vote. Let's try the very Old Barton. Easy to open bottle. Got to be very careful with this one. $100 proof. You know, this is giving me like a peppermint type nose to it. Peppermint, some vanilla in there. It makes me think of some type of leather, like a new leather jacket, but definitely the peppermint in there. And you can tell the very Old Barton is not going to drink at 100 proof. I can tell that now just by the nose of it. Again, the early times I smelled it, and off the bat I knew that it was going to drink like a 100 proof bottle or over. The Old Granddad, when I smelled it, the nose, I knew it's going to be. I knew it wasn't going to drink like a 100 proof bottle. So let's try the very Old Barton. The first sip, you can tell it is higher on the cinnamon end of it on my taste buds, and it's drinking like right at 100 proof. You can tell it's vanilla in there. You can taste the spices in there. It's not a bad bottle, not a bad pour. The very Old Barton. Not a bad pour at all. So, what do I think about the early times, the Old Granddad, and the very Old Barton? Now, in my opinion, again, I have no dog in this race because, you know, my go-to bottle is the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. But in my opinion, number one is going to be the Old Granddad at 100 proof because it's a very good pour, and it doesn't have that strong nose to it, and it really doesn't drink like a 100 proof bottle. My second place winner is going to be the very Old Barton, because even though it drinks right at 100 proof, you have the cinnamon and you have the oakiness and the vanilla on this one, and the finish is better than the Early Times. Even though the Early Times is a very good bottle, out of the three, that's going to be coming in my third place winner. Again, this is just my opinion. I have no dog in this fight because this is my first time ever trying these bottles. You all saw that I opened this bottle one by one. But I want to do one more thing before we end this session. I'm going to see how they will taste with the drop of water. Now, a lot of people like to take a drop of water with their bourbon, and some people say it opens up the bourbon and it opens up the taste. So let's try it. And maybe it will make the Early Times drink like a 100 proof bottle. It does make a difference. It does make a difference. Now, the Early Times, it is a sipper, but for those who are looking for not a high proof bottle, even though it does say 100 proof, in my opinion, it drinks higher. So let's try the Old Granddad. One drop of water, since I don't have a lot. I really don't think the Old Granddad needs a drop of water. I think you can just sip this straight out the bottle, but let's try it just because I did the Early Times. I like the way this smells also. Again, the Old Granddad, it doesn't need the drop of water. You can drink this straight out the bottle as is. So let's try the very Old Barton next. Give it a little twirl. And the very Old Barton, it doesn't need anything. You can drink that straight out the bottle. It doesn't need a drop of water or ice. It is fine the way it is. So again, let's revisit. My first place winner is going to be the Old Granddad Bonded at 100 proof. Very nice bottle. I really do think you should have that on your shelf, because for the price, you cannot go wrong with that bottle. My second place winner will be the very Old Barton at 100 proof. Very good bottle. It is similar to the price range of the Old Granddad, and the Early Times is going to come in third. So these three are very good bottles. Thank you for suggesting the bottles, and I appreciate you. In this room here, we are going to do blind tastings. Now, I know today wasn't a blind tasting, and the reason why is because I have no dog in this fight. I never tasted any of these three bottles before, so I'm just giving you my honest opinion of what I think. And of course, you saw how I rated them, and you may have a different rating, but that's the way I rated them. My Evan Williams Bottled and Bun still, in my opinion, beats out these three. If I did a blind, I probably would have picked this one out anyway. So that's why I set it to the side, to make this a fair competition, because I never ever had any of these before. So again, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. You see the bottles behind me. I thought about it. I thought about it really hard. I said, should I do an expensive bottle? I came up with the answer, no. The reason why no was my answer is because I don't want to talk about allocated bottles all the time. I don't want to talk about bottles that are hard to find, or people are going out there paying $100, $200, $300 for a bottle of bourbon. I wanted to talk about bourbons that you can get in every store every day. Now, since my go-to is the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, I was going to do my first tasting with things that most average people drink, and that is going to be like a $20 to $30 bottle of whiskey or bourbon. So that's why I was excited to do this video today. For those who have not subscribed to the channel, please do that, because I'm asking for your support. For those who have already subscribed, I thank you for your support. This is something new for me. I just got into bourbon not too long ago, and I think it's exciting because not only I get to try different bottles. As you see, 90% of my bottles are not open, so I'm excited to do that with you. Number two, I get to meet new people. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Until then, I will see you on my next pour. I should have did with the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, because this is my go-to bottle. Take care.